Hello and welcome to today's practice. My name is Melanie and this is Bhavana Yoga. Today we will begin seated, so go ahead and find a tall spine, grounding through the sitting bones, and start to engage and deepen the breath. We'll start to take one ear towards that shoulder to stretch the neck. Inhale here and then exhale to start to circle down through. You can go ahead and complete the circle or just circle from side to side. Inhale as you come to each side. Exhale as you circle through. And if you're taking full circles, you can begin to go the other way if you haven't already. Continue deepening the breath and continue drawing the shoulder blades together on the back to keep that tall spine, and pull the low belly in to support your low back here. Long, deep, nourishing breaths. Let's take our hands to the mat outside the hip and then extend the arms around and up. Exhale, draw the hands together, heart center. Inhale the arms around and up, bringing the palms together. Pull them down towards your heart. Inhale, extending through the fingertips. Exhale, hands at heart center. Let's take a moment of gratitude for this practice. And if you'd like to set an intention for today's practice, now would be a great time for that. On your next inhale, let's prepare to take the arms around and up, and then twisting over to the right. Left hand comes to right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Deep breaths here. And keeping a long, tall spine. So if you're not able to keep a tall spine, come out of it a little bit. And then we're going to release the right fingertips. Take the right arm up and over while still holding on to that left knee if you can. If not, release it and use the left arm to support you. But keep grounding through that right sitting bone and reaching away from it. And on your next exhale, gently release that. Return to center. Deep inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Breathing here. And then release the left fingertips. Reach the left arm up and over. Reaching away from the left sitting bone. Breathing. And then again, if you need support, you can just take that right elbow on the right inner thigh. But keep twisting open. Long, deep breaths. And then on your next inhale, gently release that, return to center. Inhale the arms around and up, and then hinging at the hips, dive forward. Walk the hands forward, ground through the sitting bones, get a nice stretch in the low back. And then we'll walk the hands back up, returning to our seat, and then we're going to come down around onto hands and knees. And press back for a little child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. Start to feel the space in the hips. Soften the shoulders. And then come up halfway and we'll walk the hands over to the left, stretch the fingertips to the left and the hips to the right. Let the breath make space in the back body and the low back. On an inhale, come back to center and over to the right. Stretch the fingertips to the right and the hips to the left. If you want a deeper stretch, you can take that left hand on top of the right. On an inhale, come back to center. Return to your hands and knees, tabletop pose, and we'll prepare for cat-cow. So dropping the belly, curling the tailbone, and then on an exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the chin if that feels okay on the neck. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly, curl the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, and really pull the belly in. On your next inhale, we're going to take the left leg back behind us. Flex the foot and press through the heel. And then as you're ready, take your right arm forward. Nice and active fingertips. Breathing here. And then as you're ready, bending the left knee, see if you can take your right arm behind you and clasp the foot or the ankle or the shin. Stretching here, getting a quad stretch and a little back bend. Keep opening that right shoulder. On your next inhale, release that, releasing the hand forward and the leg back, and then dropping the knee and the hand. Inhale, prepare to lift the right leg back behind you. Press through that heel, reaching it away from you, and then the left arm as you're ready, as if you were going to shake somebody's hand, but then spreading the fingers wide. And then bending the right knee, taking the left arm behind you, see if you can find the bind. Getting that quad stretch and pushing the foot away from you and pulling with the hand. So getting a little bit of resistance there. And then gently release that, extend the arm and the leg before setting them down. From here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees, find our first downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog. And you can pedal the feet out and sway the hips, finding space where you need it the most first. And then we're going to prepare to come up high on the toes, bend the knees, and take the hips over to the right, getting a stretch on the left side of the body. You can come up onto the left fingertips if you feel well balanced and think that you can do that without losing the pose. And then on an inhale, coming back to center. And then inhale, exhale, bend the knees, drop the heels over to the left, stretching the right side of the body. Coming up onto the right fingertips if you feel to. And breathing deeply, luxuriating in the stretch. And then on an inhale, come back to center. From here, we're going to take 3 body rolls. So rolling forward to plank and then bending the knees, sending the hips back up, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to your high plank, and then exhale, dip the knees and send the hips up and back. Inhale, rolling the shoulders over the wrists and then bending the knees, sending them back again, downward facing dog. Deep breaths in your down dog. On an inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Reach through the heel, lengthen the leg. Maybe lift a little higher. And then bend the knee, open the hip, stacking the right hip over the left and getting a stretch on the IT band and the quad. And then re-extend the leg and draw the knee into the chest. We have 5 knee tucks here. Bring the knee into the chest and then re-extend the leg. Exhale as you draw the knee in. Inhale as you extend. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw the knee in. And we're going to step it through. We're coming into a high lunge here. And you can go ahead and put a little bend in that left knee, tuck the tailbone in, then re-extend. And reaching through the fingertips, making the spine nice and long. And then let's take both hands clasped behind the low back, and we'll take a little back bend there. Inhale, and then exhale, take the left hand inside the right foot, extend the right arm up for your twist. From here, we're going to take some arm circles, so 2 in each direction. Inhale as the arm comes up, exhale as you circle through, and then go the other way. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then circle the hand down and around. From here, we'll circle the hand back down to the floor. Come to a runner's lunge, and then exhale, straighten the right leg. So bending the right leg and then straightening. Bend and straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten and drape over. And then we'll set the left knee down. Walk the hips back for a single leg stretch. So hips are on that left heel, right foot is flexed. And then breathing here. So allowing the back body to soften a little. On an inhale, prepare to come up, stepping into the right foot and stepping into the left foot. Lift the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog, go through a flow. So either step the foot down or keep it up. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. And we'll prepare to go to the other side. So on an inhale, lifting the left foot up and back. Reach through the heel, lengthen the leg. Breathing. And then we'll bend the knee, open the hip. So stacking the left hip over the right. Maybe lift the knee a little higher. Keep breathing. And then prepare to re-extend the leg before drawing the knee into the chest. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, draw the knee in. And this time we'll step it through, coming up to our high lunge. Put a little bend in the right knee, tuck the tailbone, then re-extend through that heel. Really drawing the shoulder blades together on the back. And then we'll take the hands and clasp them at the low back. And then draw the fists towards the floor, open the chest. Breathe here, tiny back bend. Doesn't have to be big. And then inhale back to your high lunge before taking that right hand to the inside of the left foot for your twist. Left arm comes up. Inhale here, and we'll prepare to take those circles. So exhale, circle it back, down, forward and up. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you circle it through. And then we'll go the other way, circling it down, back, and up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Circle it all the way through. And then we'll circle the hand down to the floor. And then take those rock lunges. So lunge and then straight. Lunging into the left knee and straightening like pyramid. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, lunge, exhale, bow. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, bow, and then bending that right knee. See if you can set it down. Walking the hips back, nice and gentle. And then finding that stretch on the left leg. Soften here. Keep the left foot flexed. Deep breaths. See if you can feel the breath all the way into the low back, maybe even the backs of your hips. On an inhale, come up halfway, step into the left foot, bend the left knee, step into the right foot, lift the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, go through your flow. Up dog or cobra, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog, feeling around for a perfect stretch. And then we'll either walk or hop to the top of the mat, and then release into a forward fold. So you can grab opposite elbows and hang heavy here. Decompress the spine. You can make the feet a little wider if you need to for balance. And releasing the low back, so relaxing the muscles, letting the weight of the head go, and just letting the breath help you relax a little more. Let's come up halfway, inhale, bend the knees, and take the arms up for chair pose. So sending the hips back and finding balance in the feet. So really pressing all four corners of the feet into the floor and making sure the knees don't track past your toes. So keep them pressing back. On an inhale, let's take the left hand outside the right knee and reach the right arm back. Keep the knees balanced. So one will start to jut forward. See if you can keep them even. Inhale back to your chair, and then exhale, take the twist on the other side. Right hand to the outside of the left knee, left arm reaches back. Keep opening that left shoulder and looking past the arm. We'll inhale back to chair, and exhale, dive the chest forward. Take the left elbow outside the right knee this time for your twist. Maybe step the left foot back for twisted lunge. So only take these amplifications if you have them available to you and you know that. Otherwise, just hold in your twisted chair. Keep breathing. And then stepping back to your twisted chair if you took the lunge. Inhale back to chair at center. And then we'll prepare to twist to the other side on an exhale. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Breathing deeply. And then if you're ready on an inhale, you'd like to take the lunge on this side as well, stepping the right foot back. Keep a nice, firm, engaged right leg. Notice if that left knee is jutting past your toes. Make a correction there if needed. And then stepping the right foot back, returning to chair at center. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Breathe here. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, repeat that. Exhale, release. Inhale, last time. Exhale, we'll step the right foot back for a warrior one. So the right toes point towards the front right corner of your mat. Left knee bends. Breathing here. Pressing into the outside edge of the right foot. Arms extend, nice active fingertips. And then we're going to open up into warrior two. So bending into the left knee, pressing into the outside edge of the right foot. Right foot is parallel or slightly turned in from parallel. On an inhale, let's prepare to take the left hand inside the left foot for side angle pose. Right arm extend straight up, or you can take it over the ear line. Breathing here. And really pressing that left knee open so your hips aren't swaying and your knee is in line with your toes. Let's re-extend back to side angle to come up to warrior two. From here, we're going to reverse this warrior. Reaching the left hand away from the left toes. Right hand is placed either above or below the knee to support you. So avoiding the knee. And keep bending into that left knee as you reach the left fingertips away. Inhale back to warrior two, and then we'll straighten the left leg. Send the hips to the right. We'll find triangle pose. So you can take your left hand either to the shin or the inside of the foot or to a block. And let's take some arm circles here. So the right arm reaches forward, down, back, and up. Inhale as the arm comes up. Exhale as you circle through. Inhale, and we'll go the other way. And then inhale and open and hold. Maybe open a little more. Deep breath in. Exhale, rebend the left knee, returning to the side angle, and then cartwheel the hands down to frame that foot. Step it back to plank, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to flow. Now we'll take a full flow here. So rounding forward to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga, or drop the knees. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale in your down dog. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And we'll take the right leg up and back. Bring the knee in and step it through. Finding warrior one on the right side. Pressing into the outside edge of the left foot. Bending into the right knee. Both hip points. Pressing forward. Arms come up, active fingertips, drawing the shoulder blades together, pulling the low belly in to support your low back. Breathe here. And then we'll open up into our warrior two, bending into the right knee, pressing into the outside edge of the left foot. Shoulders are over the hips. Arms extend from heart center. Maybe take gaze over that front middle finger. Breathing deeply, exhaling completely. Let's take our right hand inside the right foot. Left arm comes up, side angle. Inhale and side angle. Maybe take the left arm over the ear line, reaching it away from the left foot. And then take it back up in order to return to your warrior two. And then we'll breathe in our warrior two, reverse. So take that left hand forward before drawing it back. Left hand comes down the left leg, avoiding the knee. Right fingers reach away from the right toes. See if you can let the head and neck release a little. Inhale to come back to warrior two. And then we'll straighten into the right leg. Maybe you draw that tippy toe the left foot closer before you're taking triangle. Send the hips to the left. Right arm comes down to shin or foot or block. Left arm is gonna circle here. So reaching it back down, forward and up. Inhaling as the arm comes up. Exhaling as you circle it through. Inhale here and go the other way. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and circle it through. Inhale and hold here. Open a little more. And then rebend the right knee to come back to the side angle before cartwheeling the hands down and lifting the right foot back. Coming to downward facing dog before we go through a full flow again. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in your down dog. Sending the sitting bones up toward the sky. Lengthen the backs of the legs. And on your next inhale, we'll prepare to lift the right leg up and back. Lengthen the leg. Lift a little higher. Bend the knee, draw the knee in, and then step it through. We'll come up to high lunge. Inhale in your high lunge. And then we're going to take airplane lunge. So we're going to, on an exhale, dive the chest forward, lift the arms behind you. Inhale back to high lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, fingertips towards sky. Exhale, arms lift behind you. And we're going to fly now into warrior three. So stepping the left foot slightly forward and then finding your balance on that right foot. Breathing here, maybe dropping that left hip so the hips are balanced. And then take your hands down to the floor for a standing split. So lifting the left leg as high as you can. Doesn't have to be as high as mine. And keep breathing. You can have blocks as well if you can't come all the way down. But we'll step that left foot back now. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog. And then we'll round forward, taking a flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, draw the knee in and step it through. Find your high lunge. Inhale, prepare to fly. And dropping the chest, reaching the arms back, airplane lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge. Drop the chest, lift the arms behind you. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Hinging at the hip. Exhale, airplane lunge. And then stepping into the right foot. Maybe stepping that left foot a little closer before finding warrior three. Leveling the hips and maybe reach the arms forward if you have that available to you and you'd like that challenge, but only if you need more. And then we'll take maybe bend the left knee a little. We'll drop the hands, finding your standing splits. So maybe you're just having the hands balanced in front of you, lifting that right leg a little bit, or maybe you lift it nice and high, but wherever you are, keep breathing. And then we'll step the foot back into lunge and then step back to plank and downward facing dog. Round forward and come to chaturanga. Inhale up to up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Breathing in your down dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, draw the knee in and step it through. We'll find our high lunge again on our way to a warrior one. So right knee bends, but then we're going to straighten for pyramid pose. Let's take the hands behind, take a little back bend, open the chest, and then diving forward over that straight extended right leg. You can have the hands clasped behind you, or you can release them down for balance. If you have the hands clasped, keep reaching them forward towards your head, rinsing the shoulders, getting a deeper stretch. And then release the hands. We'll step that right foot up and back, three-legged dog, and then step it down, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knees or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, draw the knee in and step it through, high lunge, but then we're going to step the right foot down and find that warrior one shape, straightening the left leg for pyramid pose. Open the chest first, any amount, tiny little back bend, and then exhale, diving the chest forward, hinging at the hip over that straight left leg. If you have the hands clasped, reach them over your head, rinse the shoulders. If not, find support where you need it. Breathe deeply. On an exhale, release the hands, bend the left knee. Send the left foot up and back, three-legged dog. Step it down, downward facing dog, and we'll flow forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and drop the knees. We're going to find our way down onto our hips to build a boat pose here. So setting the hips down and bending the knees, lifting the shins. You can find support behind you, especially up first with the hands behind the hips. And then really engage the belly, the abdominals, and open the chest. Arms extend before you with the palms facing up. And you can either keep the shins parallel to the earth or you can extend the legs. Breathing in your boat pose. And then in a moment, we're going to prepare to take some toe dips. So re-bend the knees, keeping the shins parallel, and drop one toe and then the other. Right toes, left toes. Keep the abdomen pulled in. Left toes, right toes. From one side to the other. And then re-extend into your boat. Before coming down onto your back, draw the knees in so that you can roll back up onto your hips. We'll come to do some seated stretches. So taking the feet together, knees apart, we'll find Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. And ground through the sitting bones, get really tall, and then hinging at the hips if you'd like to come forward. If this is enough for you, you can just stay up. But let the breath do most of the work for you here. So really pay attention to and engage that breath. You can count the breaths or just watch them as they come in and roll out like the waves. And inhale to come up. We'll extend our both legs nice and wide, flex both feet, ground through the sitting bones, and then as you're ready, hinging at the hips to come forward any amount. So this can just be a couple of inches or all the way down. Keep breathing and keep playing with the engagement of the legs. So pressing the thighs down into the earth to get a deeper stretch as you're ready. Long, deep inhales and very complete, long exhales. And then inhale to come up. Take hands in prayer at heart center and then simply dip the right shoulder to the right thigh, getting a stretch on the left side of the body. And allow yourself to be supported here, and then maybe come to the inside of that right thigh. So coming down a little more, see if you can take the left arm up and over. Maybe you can clasp the toes, maybe not. But breathe here and keep opening that left shoulder, left side chest toward the sky. Inhale to come back up, and then we'll come to face the leg and then send the chest forward, again hinging at the hips. A deep stretch in that left low back. So there is a twist here. Long, deep breaths. And on an inhale, come up halfway, walk yourself up, come back to center, hands at heart center and dipping over to the left. Elbow can come to the thigh or just to the inside of the thigh. Breathing here, opening the right side of the chest, the right shoulder a little more, and then maybe take the arm up and over. If you do take the arm up and over, see if you can find your toes, but don't be worried if you can't. It's always kind of nice to get that bind and open the chest a little more. But keep breathing deeply and just be where you are today. Inhale to come up and turning towards the extended leg. So chest turn toward the left leg, hinge at the hips, dive forward. Breathing here, breathe into that right low back. Find more space there. Allow the breath to expand the back body. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Inhale to come back up. We'll bend the right knee, crossing it in front of us, and then take the left foot, step it to the outside of that right thigh. And inhale the right arm up. Exhale, take it to the outside of that left knee for your twist. You can also hug that left knee with your right arm. Stay nice and tall here. You can also inhale to come out a little bit, and then exhale, twist a little more. So going deeper on the exhales. Staying very tall. Rounding through those sitting bones so they're kind of activating in the glutes. Exhaling to release that, and we'll swap it out. So setting the left shin down and then stepping the right foot over that thigh. Really press the foot into the ground and ground through both sitting bones to twist. So taking the left arm up and over to the outside of that right knee. Maybe squeeze the knee. And again, you can twist a little more with every exhale. So maybe come out a little bit on the inhale. Exhale, twist a little more deeply. You can have the right hand behind you to twist a little more. And we're ready to release that. Come to sit on your hips and extend the legs in front of you. Sit nice and tall. And we're going to bend that right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Janu Sirsasana. Hinge at the hips, dive forward. Single leg stretch. You can have that left hand behind you for support. But breathe deeply. Allowing your body to relax and release. Letting go of the need to use effort and just letting gravity and the breath do all of the work for you. Allow the back body to expand with the breath. On an inhale, come up and we'll switch. So extend the right leg and then draw the bottom of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale to come up, exhale, hinge at the hips, dive forward. Deep breaths. And just letting go a little more with every exhale. Inhale to come up. Re-extend both legs. Bring both arms up. Hinge at the hips. Dive forward, forward fold. So hopefully we've made a little space here in the hips and the backs of the legs. It's okay to let go and round here a little once you get that long spine. Breathing deeply and sending the breath to where it helps you. So where you need a release in the muscles, send the breath there with your mind. Let's inhale to come up, and we're going to draw the knees in, come onto our back. You can rock and roll side to side and massage the low back. Release the feet. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee and take a reclining pigeon pose here. So flex both feet and then maybe reach the right hand through the legs to grab the back of the left thigh or the shin and draw it in. Breathing here. The little movements that help find an opening in that right hip can be useful here. Anything that feels good, as long as both feet are flexed to protect your knees and you're keeping it nice and gentle. Maybe draw the knee in a little closer to deepen the stretch. And then we'll release that foot down and release the other one. We'll cross the left ankle over the right knee. Maybe reach the left hand through the legs to grab the thigh or the shin and help draw it in. Keep both feet flexed, and you can take those little micro movements that help you find a release in the hip. And then, of course, using the breath. So sending the breath into that right hip. Starting to let go a little more with every exhale. We are headed towards Shavasana very soon. So you can start to come into that meditative state of mind. Bring the knees back to center. We're going to prepare to twist. We're going to take the knees to the left, open the right arm out to the right. Maybe take your gaze to the right. Deep breaths here. If you'd like to take this further, you can extend the right leg. So holding on with the toes and straightening the leg. Nice stretch for the IT band. Keep that right shoulder plugging into the floor. And then we'll draw the knees back into the chest and take them gently over to the right. Open the left arm out to the left. Maybe find your left foot with the right hand and extend the left leg if you did that extension on the other side. Deep breaths here, softening the left shoulder into the earth. Letting go again a little more with every exhale. Let's bring the knees back into the chest. You can give them a little squeeze. Maybe bring the nose to the knees because we're headed to that Shavasana. So extending the legs, opening the palms, taking the arms as wide as you like, taking the feet nice and wide. Taking a big deep breath and then letting it go. I'm going to leave you here in your Shavasana. Feel free to stay as long as you like. Until next time, namaste.